Good morning. Welcome to Life's Dream number 20. Outside, inside. Good morning, Corky.
This is actually May 2020. Who knew what was coming? And this little extra edgy shuffle beat was totally inspired by Eddie Clearwater. And I'm chewing gum too. Too bad. This is a Jimmy Reed song, copyright. And too bad because my singing was unbelievably amazing.
I'm walking.
Good morning, everyone. Interesting day today for a number of reasons. Hopefully, you're still hearing this because this morning and this afternoon, Xfinity has let us down. For everyone in this neighborhood, there is no internet service, so we're coming through the AT&T network. So if there's any interruptions or anything, it's okay, we'll get this all on YouTube. But this should be an interesting day. So come with me. This time our storytelling is going to happen on our back porch where we get a little better network connection. Here I come. You have to do the required pirouette. Don't be careful, Holly. Okay. Oh, it's cloudy. Okay. Let me get my sunglasses. Okay. Today it's called, what is it called? Outside Insight. Outside Insight. Life's Dream.
Number 20.
Number 20. Life's Stream. Live stream. Live stream. Live stream. Life's Dream. 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 Life's Dream. Okay. Consider the music elements in nature. Pitch, tone, rhythm, harmony, dynamics, articulation, counterpoint. Before there was an artist. The rapturous sounds of nature. Tender caressing clicks, sparkles and poplets of rushing rain droplets on wetted leaves. The call of the tweedly, tweedly, tweedly birds and the cooing, cooing, coo of the morning dove soothing the soul and tickling the fancy. The gargling babbling rhythers, blood-brain blubber. The gargling I wrote this and I can't even read it. The gargling, babbling river stream waters, carrying you away in a misty foggette. And let's not forget, Jiminy frogs and froglets, crickling crickets, and lemony snickets offer a rhyme and a rhythm lick. Choir of treble, alto, and bass through time and space. And then those staccatos, and woodpeckers spiccatos on a woody wood tree. The strike and the smack of a nearby lightning crack. And then the grumble of the reverberating thunder, echoing, 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 off the planets, all embracing, all embarrassing to the mere thud of the timpani. Holly says, don't be so mean to the poor timpani. The wind howls around the corners of the canyon while a family of deer crackling the sticks and twigs under hoof on their path in a world of sonic wonder, excitement, and surprise. While the floaty, rolly swells of the ocean crest and splash and crash with constant and infinite waves of hello and goodbye. And here comes the artist hobbling along onto the scene, creating some sound makers in honor of nature, and in brilliant innocence and enthusiasm and wild good fortune, the artist is now allowed to play in the sonic sandbox and given carte blanche to manipulate the beautiful musical elements to his own delight. The artist did not create the awe-inspiring, uplifting, healing, unifying musical elements. For instance, you see a block of gold and you say, the luster, the glow, the sparkle. How brilliant, how beautiful, how glorious. And then the sculptor shapes the gold block into a work of art. And you say, the luster, the glow, the sparkle, how brilliant, how beautiful, how gorgeous. And by the way, look at that great shape. If you say, if I say to you, would you like some ice cream? I would expect you to say yes without hesitation. You don't ask, well, what flavor? What draws us in, holds our attention, and carries us away when we taste the ice cream are the essential elements. The ice cream is sweet, it's cool, it's creamy. The flavors need to give more credit to the essential elements. That's why I say the musical elements don't get enough credit. All the credit is usually given to the artist. So I'd like to bring attention and honor to the muse and its musical elements as they exist even without the artist. So, okay, so now I have an example for you. So one day Holly comes to me and she says, Corky, I just heard this most amazing composition. It was based on the composer seeing these 5 telephone wires lined up and these birds landing on the telephone wires, like the musical staff. And the birds are the notes on the staff. And he wrote this, what a genius this fellow was. He wrote this amazing piece of music based on this. And I said, oh, that's not so genius. Let me just ask you this question. Just give me some numbers, just randomly, between 1 and 5. Just spit out some numbers. So Holly, between 1 and 5, she named some numbers. I said, okay, now name some other numbers. So what I was doing, I was writing these numbers down. The first series of numbers were going to be the pitches that she was choosing. And the second numbers that she was going to give were going to be the rhythms that I would label on these pitches. And so a few days later, she didn't know what I was doing. I said, just give me the numbers, I'll tell you what I'm doing later. So a few days later, I said, okay, I want you to listen to something. And so I played something for her, and she says, wow, that's beautiful. Who wrote that? And I said, you did. So you want to hear? You want to hear this? Okay. Here it is. We have to go indoors.
But tell them how this occurred.
How it what?
How it occurred.
Oh, yeah. What occurred was that I assigned each number that she gave to a pitch. And then I assigned the next number to the rhythm. So a quarter note, a half note, an eighth note would go. And I lined them. I just followed the instructions that Holly gave me, put it in my Finale software, and it played it back. And this is what was played back. I added some dynamics to it, but totally randomly. So this is what we got. Okay, you ready, everyone? So what I did was each one was a pitch. And in Holly's case, I asked her to then come back and add some more birds on the wire. Choose a number that she chose and add more numbers on top of that number, so that way it would come out as chords. And then I just added a repeat sign, filled up the last measure, added a repeat sign, threw in the random dynamics, so it repeats 3 times, and this is what comes out. Okay, let's do a wave here to this fellow. Okay, here we go. Yes, and exactly, someone said gives more meaning to the name, the group The Birds.
Rick Francisco.
Oh, that's Rick. Okay, So now, I hope we're not that this is still flowing.
It's fine.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys to give me a bunch of numbers. I'm gonna explain how to do it. I'm gonna play back essentially what you guys wrote. So give me all these numbers and letters. I'll take them down. I'll create a piece of music exactly how you have them, and we'll see what happens next week.
Rick, Francisco wants to know, do we get royalties?
Rick Francisco. Introduce yourself in the comment, Rick. Let everyone know who you are, because who you represented in the world of music, Willie Nelson, all these people, as a royalties publisher type of a figure in the music industry, major guy in the music industry. And he could tell you some of the names that he's worked for or is still working for. And so, yeah, he's interested in the publishing.
Helping us out as well.
And he's helping us out too. Thank you, Rick. So, but randomly drawing these numbers and putting a piece of music together that you will hear on Friday.
And as Elton John says, this is your song.
This is your song. Okay, okay, on a Sunday, Tuesday in May of 2020, I took down numbers and letters, as you can see, offered by the people on the live stream. Now we jump to the following Friday, 2020, to hear the results. After we did our live stream, I took down all the numbers that you guys wrote and chose about 5 selections of each. Well, it's hard to explain. Let me explain it this way. So anyway, that was it. So here's the formula. Can you see the formula? So the first set of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, related simply to the notes C, D, E, G, A. The second set of numbers, 6, 7, 8, related to the rhythm and the duration of the notes. So 6 was a half note, 7 was a quarter note, 8 was an eighth note. And a lot of you, for some strange reason, added 9 in there. So I just made it another eighth note. And then for V, W, X, Y, Z, V was a 2-beat dynamic that was either a crescendo or a decrescendo, an increase or decrease of volume. W was over 3 beats. X was over 4 beats. And for those of you who put a Y in there, that was a subito, or a quick drop in volume to pianissimo. And Z, if you use Z, that was a rest. So whatever note, if you did a C half note, but your first letter was a Z, that just became a rest. Okay, so here is a couple examples. So this is Tim Schiller, and he did 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. But I only selected the first 5 of the 1 through 5. And then he did 7, 7, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6. But I just chose the first 5. And then in this case, W and X was the only things that were applicable. And this is how it came out. First note, a 1 is a C as a quarter note. The 6 is a half note, that's an E. And so that's how it worked. And then the dynamic, W was 3 beats, a decrease from forte to piano, 1, 2, 3 beats. And X was a 4-beat increase. So that's Tim's. And then Karen, I spelled her name wrong, my buddy. Okay, so same thing. So this was 1, this is a good example because 1 is a C and 2 is a D. So the C is going to be a half note. The D is going to be an eighth note. So there's the half note. It's actually half rest. And there's the eighth note. It's an eighth rest. And that's because she wrote 2 Z's. So I had to make those 2 first notes a rest. Anyway, you get the idea. That's how it works. And I just want to mention something else. Oh yeah, that Marty Masters, I used all of his numbers because he told me that was his license number that ended up working in that format, and the name of his vehicle with the letters. So I used all of of his. So I'm going to play this for you. Let me see what I'm trying to say. Yes. Okay, so let me fix this. Okay, where are we? Oops. Okay. I'll just close this off. There it is. Okay. So you ready? Now I'm going to play this 3 times, and the reason I'm going to do that is because when you hear an original piece, of music that isn't based on another form or style, it could sound really weird at first. There's no nostalgia in it. You know, sometimes when we hear something for the first time and we go, wow, is that beautiful? We're very attracted and connected to it because there's a lot of things in the composition that sound like other things, and it connects us. So this time we don't have that advantage of having that nostalgia, so we're going to play it 3 times so you could get the feel of it. Here we go. I hope you enjoyed that intellectual journey into unknown places, and thank you all for taking part. Here's a song people ask for all the time. I don't know why, but I did learn it for you guys. So Vassar Clements plays on the record, and some beautiful stuff on this song.
You could come by in the evening when my lights are low. When I wake up in the morning, I hate to see you go, but I don't need a roommate, 'cause I don't need a roommate. I don't need a roommate, baby, I just need a friend. Well, you could press my buzzer, baby, I'll let you in any day. But don't ask me for an extra key, you'll scare me anyway. 'Cause I don't need a roommate. I don't need a roommate. No, I don't need a roommate, baby, I just need a friend. Take it, Vassar. friends, you're so motherly too. But I've got a bachelor burden, honey, there just ain't space enough for two. I don't need a roommate. I don't need a roommate. No, I don't need a roommate, baby, I just need a friend. With me, you could wait with me, you could dine with me, that's fine with me, but don't you plan on moving in, 'cause I don't need a roommate, I just need a friend. Okay, goodbye everyone.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.